So, is Dillian White, is he a washed fighter? You know, he's 37 years old. He's been through the ringer. He's been stopped before. So, is this just the fact that he's a washed-up fighter? The fact that he's past his prime and he just got stopped over the weekend by Moses Itauma, okay? Does this just show that it's not really that Moses can be great? It's more that Dillian White is washed up. He's old. He's had it. Look, while I do believe that Dillian White's best years are behind him, let me go ahead and tell all you guys something. All right? The Dillian White of today, not in his prime, the Dillian White of today, there are very, very, very few fighters that can do what Moses Itauma did to him. Maybe there's none. Look, there's fighters that can beat Dillian White, absolutely. But due to him, what Moses did to him, dog, that list is very, very, very short. Maybe Moses is the only one. I got no idea. Dillian White was never a great fighter. All right? He was never an elite guy, but he was a good fighter. He's been in there with some of the best. This guy only has 4 losses. All right? A loss to Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, Alexander Povetkin, which he came back the very next fight and avenged that loss by stoppage, by the way. And now Moses Itauma. This dude is no pushover. Even at 37, I'm not sure there's another heavyweight that can go in there and do to him what Moses just did to him. There's fighters that could go in there and beat him. Yeah, absolutely. But the way Moses did, I don't think so, dog. I don't think so. I'm not sure. If I had a bet on it, I don't think there's any heavyweight out there. Right now, with this 37-year-old version of Dillian White, I don't think there's any heavyweight out there that would go and stop Dillian White the way Moses stopped him. Just like that. Pow. I think Dillian White can still get in there and mix it up with some of the top guys. I don't think he wins, but I think he gives them a run for their money. Moses Itauma, dog, this dude looks really good. This guy looks really good. And I like his attitude as well. I like the kid's attitude. This kid is fast. He's strong. Now, this was a good step-up fight for him, and it was not a good step-up fight for him. What do I mean by that? It was a good step-up fight for him because before this fight took place, it's like, okay, Dillian White, a veteran, a guy that's going to stick around and give you some rounds. Dillian White's no punk, Holmes. He is no punk. He's going to get in there and he's going to push you. So that's how I thought, like, this is a good step-up fight for Moses Itauma. But guess what? It ended up being not a good step-up fight because he just creamed right through him, dog. Just like a damn steamroller. Just rolled right through him like it was nothing. He probably had better work in sparring sessions. I was like, what the heck? It left me scratching my head. I was so perplexed, Holmes. I was so like, what the heck did I just watch? What the heck just happened? He just dispatched of him like, bam, like, get out of here, dog. Crazy, Holmes. Now, I think, like I said on the Friday show, right? I had said, look, if he beats him, that doesn't mean he's an elite fighter, but it means he can become an elite fighter. But the way he stopped him in the very first round, where Dillian Whyte couldn't get anything going at all. At all. Dillian Whyte like had no offense, man, on Itauma. And it's not because Dillian Whyte is super duper shot out. Yes, like I said, I do believe Dillian Whyte is shot out compared to what he used to be. But I still think Dillian Whyte can go in there with other heavyweights and give them a good run for their money. Whether he wins or loses, I still think he's got some fire in him to put up a good fight against some other heavyweights. But he couldn't get anything going against Itauma. Too fast, too strong. His punching combinations, his accuracy, where he's placing his punches, finding the openings. Damn. This was Itauma's 13th fight. Keep it going. Keep it going with this kid, man. Now it's like, okay, so who's next? Look, people are saying like he's the next Usyk, right? I'm going to say this kid has the potential to be more exciting than Usyk. Better? I don't know. But more exciting to watch? Yes. Yes. Absolutely. And the fact that he speaks English helps, okay? That's just being honest. That's just being honest, Holmes. But the fact that he speaks English, he seems to have a little charisma, and he has a good attitude, man. He has a good attitude. I like what he's been saying ever since the victory. Like, people have been now trying to compare him a little bit to Mike Tyson. He was just kind of like, hey, that's cool, man. Mike Tyson had his career. I'm just trying to do mine. I like this kid's attitude. Man, dog, I'm telling you, where the heavyweight division is right now, where you have Alexander Usyk, who's like 38, 39 years old, he's on top of the game. I mean, you got somebody who's almost 40, who is the elite of elites in a division. That's crazy, dog. That is crazy that pretty much almost a 40-year-old is unbeatable in a weight class. Like, it's like, damn, the king of your weight class is 40 years old now. He's like 38, 39. But it's like, damn, serio? You can't have some young, hungry lion get in there and dethrone him? Now, does Itauma fight Usyk? I don't think we ever see that. I think Usyk ends up retiring. But look, there's some really good fights to put this kid in. I'm not saying rush him, but I'm not saying, hey, take it easy with this kid either. If he did to Dillian Whyte what many other fighters could not do to Dillian Whyte, and you can contribute that a little bit to the fact that Dillian Whyte is older and he's washed up, but dog, I could guarantee you, Vatos, dog, I will guarantee you guys, there is little to nobody in the heavyweight division that will go in there and do that to Dillian Whyte, the Dillian Whyte of today. If Dillian Whyte has a match, say in December, pick any heavyweight in the division outside of Moses Itauma, I can almost guarantee they will not do to him what Moses just did to him. They may beat him, but they won't make it easy, extremely easy work the way Moses just did. This kid is the future. This kid, dog, he is exciting to watch. He's exciting to watch, and he could be the one to bring heavyweight back. All right, it died off with the Klitschko's because they were boring as hell. It made a little bit of a resurgence. It got exciting there for a while when, Deontay Wilder was knocking dudes out. You had Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, all those, all those different egos and everything going on, and they didn't even fight each other. Anthony Joshua fought everyone except those two guys. And we may see those. We may see Fury versus Joshua. I don't know, man. But my point is, it started dying down. All right, with those three guys at the helm, it was fun. It was exciting to kind of hear all the smack talking and everything of that sort. But it seems like it's dying down because those three guys, I mean, that's it, man. They had their time to shine. And that's about it. They're all three of them are way past their prime. Deontay Wilder, he's, I don't know where he's fighting at, if he's gonna have another fight or what. But Tyson Fury looks like he's done. He's retired. Anthony Joshua, I don't know what he's trying to do, get a Jake Paul fight or something. But with Alexander Usyk, he's just kind of walked through everybody, and it's like, if we're gonna be real, man, Alexander Usyk, he's a little bit of a boring guy. Not as bad as the Klitschko's are, but at the same time, he doesn't bring that much excitement. This kid can bring back excitement into the heavyweight, but we need other heavyweights in there as well. But I was impressed. I was definitely impressed with this kid, man. I now do believe that this kid is the real deal. I do, especially where the heavyweight division is at right now. Oh, man, this kid can take it. He can definitely take it. But we'll see what happens. There's enough time to get him back into the ring. Before the year's over, there's enough time to get him back into the ring, especially since this fight didn't even last a round. There's more than enough time to put him back in the ring before the end of 2025. You guys let me know. What's your guys' thoughts on this Moses Itauma guy, man? Because I think this guy can bring back heavyweight. I do, man. I'm excited for this kid to see what he does next. You guys let me know. Cholo, Trucker, los tres chingones boxing. Shout out to all the chingones y chingonas. Catch you guys on next round.